I have a question for men who say they don't pay for sex. Men who can swear they don't invest in prostitutes. If you have ever financed rent, bought phones and wigs, paid tuition, cleared credit card debts, sponsored vacations, bought cars, paid mortgages just to sleep with a woman and get the same thing as the man who spent $100 to pick a prostitute on the roadside, what exactly do you think you paid for? Now, let me tell you something about prostitution. They say it's the oldest profession in the world, but it's rebranded and has become one of the most patronized businesses in the world today. Prostitution evolved, changed its logo, hired a marketing consultant, opened social media accounts, bought ring light, and started calling itself soft life. And many men became premium subscribers. You people know that I always love to stay on my own and mind my business. But the truth of the matter is that the street prostitute tells you her price immediately. The refined one allows you to discover its own price in 6 months. One sends you her rates. The other sends you, babe, I'm going through a lot. See, prostitution ceased to be defined by the street corner. It is defined by transaction. When intimacy becomes something you unlock with a payment, when affection is released only after a transfer alert, when love has a price list, what exactly are we calling it? Today, people hardly say how much for one night or how much for till daybreak, TDB. The invoice is now more sophisticated. Once you hear, I need my rent paid, my hair is due, I don't move without designer bags, I don't date broke men, we are just matching energy, and so many others. Once you hear all those things, it is a rebranded prostitution. Many men will say, they will swear, I don't sleep with prostitutes. But you spent millions of naira or thousands of dollars on one woman before she finally agreed to sleep with you. What were you thinking? Another man paid $100 to a woman standing by the roadside to get the same quality of intimacy or even better. It is no longer about whether you patronize or not. It is actually about who got the better bargain. One of you negotiated. The other one subscribed to a premium package. Alomelo. Now, let me tell you something. Some men are the reason prostitution business keeps expanding. Every market grows because somebody is willing to pay. Some men even compete. You will hear something like, my woman is expensive. Congratulations. You have successfully transformed yourself to an unpaid employee in someone else's lifestyle. You are working overtime, not for your future, but for temporary affection. You have turned financial desperation into dating strategy. You throw money around hoping that intimacy will follow. Then when it works, you call yourself a high-value man. No, sir. You simply entered a more expensive marketplace. Some women openly say, I can't be with a man who doesn't spend on me. Fair enough. There is nothing wrong with generosity. There is nothing wrong with a man buying gifts because he loves a woman. There is nothing wrong with a woman appreciating a generous man. Nothing wrong. That is not the issue. I am talking about relationships where money is the condition for intimacy, where your wallet determines your worth, where desires rise and fall with your account balance. The issue begins when the gift stops being an expression of love and becomes the entrance fee to intimacy. The moment intimacy depends on payment, the moment access depends on sponsorship, the moment affection is auctioned, we have left romance and entered commerce. Now, before some women start removing their wigs for a fight, please don't misunderstand me. I am not talking about every woman who receives a gift from a man. I am talking about something deeper. Marriage is different. Families support each other financially. Lovers exchange gifts. Healthy relationships involve sacrifice. That is normal. But the moment your body becomes a product with different price categories, vacation package, phone package, house package, car package, my sister, you have simply upgraded from roadside prostitution to luxury prostitution. I go lie for you. The sad part is that the society condemns the woman on the street while applauding the one doing exactly same thing with better packaging. One is called a prostitute, the other is called living her best life. One negotiates beside traffic, the other negotiates inside expensive restaurants. One advertises with makeup, the other advertises with social media filters. Different packaging. And my brothers, if the only way you can obtain affection and intimacy is by financing it, don't deceive yourself into thinking you have found love. You are not the odogu she calls you. You are simply an audio renting emotions. A rented smile expires. A rented kiss has an expiration date. A rented relationship always has an outstanding balance. Love cannot be bought. Desire cannot be transferred through banking app, banking, mobile banking. Intimacy cannot be maintained by monthly subscriptions. So before you insult the woman standing on the street tomorrow, ask yourself one uncomfortable question. If the price tag disappeared, would my relationship still exist? If your answer is no, you and I already know that you are selling or patronizing prostitution. And if this message offends you, don't worry. Truth always has terrible customer service. Let me not say everybody is a prostitute, because me and one or two others are innocent. Let me come and be going.